Sorry, all 10 of you. There was a line at the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah, there really was a line at the bathroom. I was like, I can't make it through another stream without peeing.
I have to relieve my stream to go do my stream.
Exactly. That's the exact situation.
Funny. I had no line. There's no one here. I am home alone. Yeah. The girls are gone. It's very weird. So
yeah, there might be a murder. Like if that door opens, some scary shit's going down.
I mean, so you alluded to it earlier.
Yes.
What's going on, bro?
Dude, listen. So, my mother-in-law has been down here. We've talked about it.
Yep.
So her leave date was supposed to be Sunday, but they have a snowstorm, so we changed it all up. Right? She left yesterday. So she left yesterday. She's 69 years old.
Wow.
She insisted on driving her car. We wanted to pay for a flight for her and her dog to fly down here and then fly back. She insisted on having her car. So she's driving back. It's a 20-hour drive to Pennsylvania, where they stay. 10 hours a day is what she drives. Rented her a hotel. Had the hardest time getting her checked into this hotel because the freaking desk worker was an idiot, man.
Yep.
So we reserved through Super. And I don't know what the disconnect was, but we're giving the dude the confirmation number. He's like, yeah, it's not in the system. Not in the system. So I get on the phone with Super. I get a different confirmation number. Puts it in the system. It's under Frank Vargas or Philippi Vargas or something. What? Like, how'd this happen? And then talking to dude on Super, he's like, no, it's under the name you put, which is my mother-in-law's name. And so anyways, we got that sorted. She finally got into the room at probably a little after 9.
Okay.
Go on. She calls Cassie when she gets in the room. Tells like, yeah, I'm in the room now, all this stuff. And we have a conclusion. Before, when I told you before, there was no conclusion. We didn't know what happened at that point.
Okay.
But now I do now know what happened. So cut to about noon. Cassie texts me like, hey, did you see mom's phone's out of battery? I'm like, no. So she's on our Life 360. She put her on there so she could watch her on the trip, make sure she's okay. Yeah. So I was like, no. All right, let's look at the little log. You see the 9 o'clock, her battery's low. She charges it for a little bit. Then you see a 2:50 in the morning, which I assume because she had her dog with her, took her dog out to go pee. Right. That's the last time that phone was charged.
Right.
So she never charged that phone at that point. So this goes on. Obviously, Cassie's freaking out.
Right.
Now we're here at 5 o'clock and she's just in shambles because she hasn't heard from her mom.
Yeah.
It's at all, and she's 10 hours away from us and still has 10 hours to drive today. So I'm telling her, like, all right, well, we know your mom. We know a few things about your mom. 1, she's not going to think this is a big deal to not call you or tell you all day.
Right.
2, she's very forgetful. She probably doesn't know anybody's phone numbers if it's not looking at her phone. 3, she's always low battery on her phone. And 4, she's very forgetful again and leaves stuff everywhere.
Right.
So my hypothesis was like, hey, she probably lost her phone. And then she's just like, well, I'll go home 10 hours and I'll call him when I get there.
Right.
Well, Cassie, thinks she may be murdered and she's freaking out. So I tell her, like, hey, listen, this is what you can do now. It's like, I can't call the cops because she hadn't been missing long enough. I was like, well, we don't know if she's been missing or if she's missing or anything because we don't have the information. I said, call the Knoxville police, do a wellness check on her. Because she called the hotel won't tell her anything.
Correct.
Even though we paid for the room,
Yeah.
But and so I was like, just have them do a wellness check. Her car, for missed calls to murder me. Exactly, Frank. Exactly. This is the situation we are in, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, go right to the floor.
So I tell her, So I'm trying to give her something to do in this meantime, like to keep her mind busy or feel like she's
Yeah,
doing
yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
And so I say, hey, just do a wellness check. We know her car, we know her year, model. Get with your brother. He knows the license plate. Get all that information, call, and they go and do a wellness check. Say call an hour and a half, which would have been about 8:30 ish, because she done all this right before I got on the show, and so all that goes on, and then I'm telling her like, okay, your mom. I listed these things. If she's not there by 10 o'clock tonight, which is what her brother said, then obviously there's something going on. Like at that point, it's a 10-hour drive. It's been
Yeah.
14 hours if she's not there by 10.
Right.
Now we got to, if she's not there at 10, maybe she got lost because she doesn't have her phone for maps,
Right.
this and that. And I said, but if she's not there at night, this night, tomorrow, we got a big problem. We probably have to call the police, start driving that way and figure out what the
Right.
hell happened.
Where it went wrong.
Right. So while I'm doing the show, brother calls, mom's here. And she's just fuming,
Mm-hmm.
because she's been crying and freaking out and all this stuff. And it was exactly the situation I said it, minus her car charger and her phone broke. Was because she'll play on that phone till she falls asleep and they won't charge it because she just fell asleep with it on playing
Yeah.
videos.
Mm-hmm.
So it was dead. Phone charger with the car charger won't work. And she didn't want to stop to charge it up. She's just ready to get there.
Yeah, right. She didn't want to stop by a new cable, do any of that
Yeah.
crap.
Well, this is the thing. She had it, like, she could have stopped at McDonald's and plugged it into the wall. She had that cable.
She
She
just
just
needed
didn't do
I'm
it.
just saying because all the gas stations, supermarket,
Yeah.
they all have the
Mhm.
little adapter for $10.
So to her, it's not a big deal.
Right.
And
Exactly.
to me, it's not a big deal if she shows up on time. Because I'm telling Cass, like, hey, listen, and 15 years ago, you wouldn't have been able to track them anyway.
Right.
You just had to trust. If they weren't there on time, then you do something.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, so anyway, she goes on and how she's getting into her mom and letting her have it. And I was like, listen, I'm telling you, your mom she didn't do it on purpose.
Right,
She
yeah.
just didn't think it was a big
No.
deal. So she's safe, not murdered. She made it to Pennsylvania.
Well,
I told Cassie, like I said, Cassie, here's what we're doing. After the show tonight, I'm getting on Amazon. I'm ordering an AirTag with a keychain loop.
Yeah.
And we're gonna mail it. We're gonna have them send it to their house. And then we're gonna get on FaceTime and show her how to hook it up. And
Does she
then
have an
we
iPhone
won't
or
have.
an Android phone?
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to get a Tile. I think she has an Android phone. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a Tile.
Yeah. So, but I mean, you're right. These that was payback from Cassie put mom. Yeah. But I mean,
Exactly.
there again, these old people, 60s, this is not a normal way of life for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they spent majority of their life in a time where this thing was not tethered to them, you know.
Right.
And we're all now growing up in this era where it's like I have my Apple Where's My Phone turned on, and
Mm-hmm.
like I have it turned on the girl's phone. So like if I'm like, where's everybody at? Like I text everyone and I get no response in 5 minutes, and I'm like, seriously, guys. So I'll be like, all right, where's everybody at? And it's like, okay, like, sure, this is why all right, but she's here, she's there. Okay, I'm going home, But like the two of them, no, man, they got Life
Yeah.
360 and every other thing turned on, and like, I'll be like, what are these guys doing? Like, hold on. Oh yeah, they're over here. Let's call them. And I'm like, wait, what? Why? Do you
And it
have
just
me on
adds.
that?
She already has anxiety, and it's like adding
Oh
to
yeah.
it. It's like, oh my gosh.
Had a day off for sleeping at the hotel, 9 a.m. The knock on the door was a wellness check because I did answer 2 texts from a manager wanting to borrow. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
hilarious. That is
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, yeah. No,
Uh,
it's yeah. I mean, I get it. I totally understand. I mean, like the girls left. So the girls left. This is so funny. And if it would have been me, I'd have been up Schitt's Creek the girls left the other morning to go to, because it's marathon weekend at Disney, and Haley's doing the half marathon with her friend. Anyways, so they're all out in Orlando doing their shit. And they left at like 7:30 in the morning on Wednesday. I said, hey, when you guys get there, just shoot me a text, let me know you made it.
Yeah.
So I'm sleeping and get up, go to work. It's about noon. And I'm like, I finally realized, like, oh man, like, looked at my phone, never got a text. I was like, hey guys, did you make it? Oh, sorry, we forgot. And I'm like, okay. Now, when I leave to do anything, it's
Yeah.
like, hey, we made it to the terminal. We're on the plane. We just touched down. We're at the hotel. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, those are the texts they're waiting for. These guys,
Oh, they're living free.
they don't give a
Out
fuck.
there. Yeah. It's the same way here. Like Cassie said,
Yeah.
I do the
So,
same thing when I'm traveling somewhere. I'm like, hey, got on the plane.
yeah.
I landed in
Yeah.
DFW. Gonna be layover for an hour. Yeah.
Dude, it is marathon weekend every weekend, because like this weekend is marathon weekend. Next weekend is California marathon weekend. I think she's got to run with my mom the weekend she gets back. So
Jeez.
they're going to, so they're coming home Saturday, because the marathon, so it's half marathon Saturday, full marathon Sunday, and they're not doing that this year. They did that last year. They're like, screw that shit. So they're like, do you want to come over Saturday and then we'll go to the park Sunday? And I was like, no, I don't. I really don't, because I got a ton of crap to do here. We got to get the Christmas decorations put away. I mean, it's just too much work to do. Because on the flip side of this, like I'm next 3 months, I'll be gone. So, or working my ass off. So, February, March, April are just packed. No, we I don't have any time. Maybe I'll squeeze something in a couple weeks. I don't know, but right now, like, they're like, because they're like, well, you want to come out to California with us? I was like, I can't. I got too much work to do here, and I'm gonna be gone in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
I'll
because
be in Vegas for 5 days.
yeah.
And it's like shit. And then we'll be in Arizona for another 5 days, and then we'll be in Canada for 5 days after that, and then I come back from that and I go on a cruise for 4 days or 3 days. Take mom on a cruise.
Nice. Kind of
So
tied her down to
yeah,
a date. Yeah.
I go to my doctor. So my doc, we all have the same doctor. It's a cool guy. I was like, we all like him, so we all go to him. And he's like, so what's new? And I was like, yeah, taking mom on a cruise for Christmas and her birthday, and she always wants to go on vacation with us. I'm like, no. And so I said, yeah. He goes, are you gonna bring her home? I was like, so funny thing is, I got 2 rooms. So Haley and mom are staying in one room, and Sue and I are staying in the other room.
Yeah.
So I think they're next to each other, which I was hoping not to be, but I got 2 rooms.
You got a little bit of separation. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Because I mean, we could fit all of us in one room, but I was like, when it's just the 3 of us, like they fight still,
Yeah.
I'm like, there is no fucking way I'm adding my mom to this. Like, no, not gonna happen.
We're reserving one for Kyle and Taylor for Kyle's 21st birthday, and we're going with.
Yeah.
And there's no way we're not getting 2 rooms. There is no way. Like, if I can't afford 2 rooms, I can't afford to go.
Yeah, exactly.
PG-14.
Yes, it's totally PG-14.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Kids don't watch the show. They can watch the show. They can watch the show on Sunday with Haley and I.
Yeah.
That's very G-centric.
Wholesome.
It's very, well, I don't know about the wholesome part, but it's
Yeah.
no cuss words for the most part. Maybe one every now and then. So,
Yeah.
so for Christmas, so my in-law story, because don't we all have one, right?
I mean, yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I had the opposite problem. Ours didn't come. Like, my mom came, my dad canceled at the last minute, but Sue's parents weren't going to come until Christmas morning. But then they had COVID all week,
Oh,
and
no.
they're like, if we're better, we'll come. If we're better, we'll come. If we test negative, we'll come. And so, like, Christmas Eve, he tested negative. And I was like, no, they're still sick, man. I don't want them drive because it's like an hour and 45 minutes, and I'm like, no, just stay home. It's not that important. And I didn't say anything. I was just like, I mean, but Sue was smart enough she was devastated because it's like two years in a row. She
Mhm.
hasn't seen her parents and she's the only child and all that other crap. And they're younger. So it's not like they're on their deathbed or anything. So she's freaking. She was just bummed the whole day. And I was like, I get it. So then we went New Year's Eve. And, I was like, all right, listen, we're gonna leave I want to be I want to be on the road at 9 o'clock because I want to be home by 4:30, 5 o'clock. I don't want to be dicking around with amateur night, you know.
Yeah.
Because she's like, oh, we'll leave at 4. I'm like, I'm not leaving at 4. I'm not getting no, screw that. It'll be dark. No. So these people, this is one of those holidays that they've had all day Sunday to drink. As soon as the lights go out, all of a sudden they're like, hey, let's go driving.
Mhm.
Screw that shit.
Uh,
Yeah. So yeah, we went over there. That was the New Year's Day. But Sue was just like, oh, she's so sad Christmas Eve. And I was just like, oh my God. Yeah.
I mean, what can you do?
I didn't have COVID. I tested. Shoving the cotton swabs up my ass
He
through your
hates
nose.
it.
They
Hates
go up
it.
your ass through your nose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had it rough too. Cause like
Yeah. I've
bro
seen
was
that.
sick. So he had to like spend it in a room by himself. Yeah. That totally sucks.
I
My
might have been
buddy,
happier doing that.
yeah, my buddy went out to California and his kid got sick, had to spend it in the hotel room while they all went off and had a good time.
Wow.
I was
That
like, oh, that
sucks.
sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
felt
does.
bad for him, but we had a good time.
Oh man.
It's like shit,
Yeah, we
dude.
had a pretty chill Christmas. I mean, we went to my sister's and did the whole exchange over there. She had it later than usual, so it kind of messed up the flow. And
Really?
Christmas was on Monday, so I had to go to work the next day. Typically, I
Oh yeah.
don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Oh God.
A remote start. Interlocks suck. We
I
went
bet
through
it
the
does.
training on that interlock crap, like we were gonna do it. And I got a lot
Yeah.
of friends that do it and do it well. But once we looked into it and they had the guy come out and we went through the whole course on how to do it. And by the time we were done with the course, Paul and I both looked at each other and he looked at me like, please tell me you don't want to do this. And I looked at him and I was like, there's no fucking way in hell I'm doing this. And he's like, oh, thank God. Yeah, we're not interested.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
The first time Paul didn't accept work for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Got COVID Christmas as well. Killed all my plans to have family over. Luckily, we didn't, I mean, it was a light year. Um, but we had a great Christmas. It was good.
Yeah.
Other than the
Wait, what
in-laws
was
not
on the
making.
menu? What was
What's
on the
that?
Christmas?
Oh
Oh,
God, Haley went full out crazy. We tried a bunch of new stuff this year. She made this chicken parmesan. It was like a calzone that
yeah.
was really good, and I think we'll expand on that one just as a regular meal. We went to Publix and got their pizza dough all in a bag, and then
Mhm.
then we made we uh Fernando's daughter really likes the baked ziti that we make, so we always make a tray of baked ziti just for her. We made mashed potatoes this year. Like last year, we made like loaded mashed potatoes, but this year
Right.
I was like, let's just make some basic mashed potatoes. So Haley found a recipe for some basic mashed potatoes. Oh my god, they were fantastic. Um, and then we had couple new chip dips, a buffalo chicken dip,
Those
a
are always solid. Buffalo chicken dip. Can't go
I ended
wrong.
up giving it to Fernando to take home because he was like, "This is the most amazing thing ever," and I was like, "Good, here,"
Take
because
it.
I'm not gonna eat it. And then we tried a new dip that didn't go over well, a ranch dip, buffalo ranch. It wasn't buffalo. It was just a weird ranch dip that she made that was like, eh. Of course, spinach dip, the Cubanitos from Publix, but they forgot to put ketchup and mustard, or they forgot to put mustard and mayo on them. They just gave
Yeah.
us the packs, and I was like, "Wait, that's not how you make one of these. Why would you?" So that was kind of a bummer. Um, and there's a shrimp platter, It's funny. I bought this. So we have this Hawaiian restaurant that makes this really awesome macaroni salad. So I went and bought that to put on, and then I forgot to put it out. So I was like, "Oh man, I forgot to put it out. I guess I'll have to eat it all."
Oh damn! I had to eat it the next day when no
Yeah.
one's.
Our buddy brought us. Our buddy Butch. He makes these really good chicken wings, so we had him bring some chicken wings. Um, Deviled eggs. Made some deviled eggs. Those were good. But yeah, just stuff like that.
That's a pretty good.
So
That's a pretty
yeah.
good list. We
Oh,
didn't
it's
have
huge. It's a huge layout, Baba. It's a Hawaiian. So it's a Hawaiian restaurant that makes the macaroni salad. So, dude, it's literally you get 2 scoops ripe, 1 scoop salad, and then you get like the Kahlua pork. You get the ribs. They got all, dude. It's authentic Hawaiian stuff, man. Oh my god, it tastes so good. Like it's
Yeah.
like being in Hawaii, and I know because I've been there, like you. Dude, I've bought more macaroni salad from these guys. Like, I'll literally just go in there and be like, "Can I get a quarter macaroni salad?" And they're like, "Sure." I was like, "Really?" Like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right." So
5-star buffet. There you go.
it's all Haley, man. It's the boring life buffet.
We
Yeah, classic
we
Great lunch.
do the same Thanksgiving dinner basically.
Yes, you told me.
Christmas.
Yeah, we
So
talked about
we had the basics, but so Cassie made her when we go, we just bring all, we don't do the turkey or anything. So we bring banana pudding,
yeah,
which
which is a
everyone
banana
wants
pudding.
every get together. Cheesy potatoes that Cassie makes.
Yeah,
So we just buy like the 5 or 10 pound russet potatoes,
yeah,
peel them, cut them up. Kyle's like, we'll make mashed potatoes. Him and his girlfriend Taylor. Like, all
yeah,
right, cool. They roll over here. They done bought the Yukon Golds. They bought the good potatoes.
yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
and I was like, damn. I said, usually we just because they're gonna wolf down ever how much
Mhm.
you bring, they're gonna eat it all. So it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
And he's like, yeah, but this way, man. I was like, hey, I'm down for it. I just need to make sure I get a scoop because this is the good
yeah.
shit, right?
And that's what Haley got. They were like
Yeah.
so good. Oh my god, they were amazing. Oh, and the other thing that we also did a charcuterie board where I went. The girls went and got a bunch of sausage,
Yeah.
kielbasa and stuff like that, and then we got a bunch of cheeses. So we had a whole big plate of that shit. Anyways, so yeah,
Underrated. We had a security. I
yeah.
can't say
I can't say it
security,
either. Yeah, meat
but
platter.
we had one for New Year's Eve. So we just had a small thing at the house.
Hmm.
Couple of Bailey and Matt's friends, and of course the mother-in-law and me and Cassie. No, actually, our mother-in-law went with her sister, which lives a little bit outside of where we
Yeah,
live. And we had so I grilled burgers and hot dogs, something simple,
nice.
and then we done the charcuterie board. Had some dips. We like French onion dip, so we got the
Yep.
French onion dip. Got chips and salsa, and so someone had got me for Christmas gift at my sister's on our gift exchange the Hillshire Farm
Yeah,
meats and cheeses with the mustards. So
I
we
love
just
that.
cut that up and use that. Oh, it's great. The
Yeah,
crackers sucked, but everything else was on point.
yeah. I mean, I don't eat it anymore because most of the time it's beef, but
Right.
yeah, kind of sucks.
Where do you land on deer? Like deer
I don't care
sausage?
about it. Listen, it doesn't go moo and eat grass. I'm fine. I'll eat the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll eat it. Deer. I mean, the thing like deer, I'm not a big fan of venison.
Right.
I don't. I had it a lot when I was a kid because my dad was the last of the great white hunters, so
Yeah.
that was pretty much all the meat we had. Um, so I'm not like,
I couldn't. I eat it as I wouldn't eat it every night
mm-mm.
for sure. But I'll eat deer chili if someone happens to have it, or the summer sausage,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
I what I truly like is like the tenderloin, the backstrap when they cook that up right with like some
yeah,
bacon wrapped around it, dude.
yeah,
I rock soup and water
yeah.
like he's in prison.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. But I mean,
Uh,
like for the most part, if it looks like a steak, I'm not gonna eat it. So,
right, yeah,
because it's like I don't know. I mean, I'll do it, but most of the time, like when people are throwing deer out there, they're pretending
yeah,
like it's steak. So I'm just like,
That's literally, in my opinion, the worst way to eat deer, unless it's the tenderloin. That's the only part that
right,
I like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
If they're trying to use it as hamburger or something like that, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna pass. And they'll be like,
Yeah.
but it's deer, and I'll be like, I don't really give a shit. It's,
Yeah.
you know, listen,
It's really only good, like, good in like, the summer sausage, it's good because it's a
yes,
combination of
yeah, yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree,
In the
100%
in the chili, it's pretty good, but it can
because
be
it's chili.
it's so lean, but
Yeah,
so it can be hit and miss.
yeah. But for me, I just look at it. It's like, listen, if you're gonna offer me a hamburger, I will take a turkey burger. I love turkey burgers. Like I will walk past the whole thing to get a turkey burger because I absolutely love the way turkey burgers taste. Um, Outside of that, like the veggie thing, the Impossible Burger, that tastes like shit.
Is it? I wanted to try it because people said that it's okay,
So
but
no, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, it
yeah,
it tastes like you would expect. It almost tastes like a hamburger. It's not. What makes it weird is that it's the shape. The shape is wrong. Okay, because a burger
right,
is, and they're not doing that. They can't.
yeah.
So it just
So
it,
they're
it
like
has
artificial
it
shaped
has corners.
patty. Oh, damn.
And so the texture, they've gotten the texture really close, but it's
Right.
still not. I don't know, man. It's to me there again. I look at it and go, okay, why am I eating this? Because I want it to taste like a hamburger.
I
But
hate
really,
that. I hate things that are meant to taste like other things. Like
right,
Morningstar burgers, I will never ever eat. A turkey burger, I will eat because it's just ground turkey
right.
as a burger. And ground turkey is honestly when you mix it with spice and stuff, it's pretty close to hamburger
I
from
don't
what
want it,
I've
but there
tasted.
again, I don't want it to taste anything like a hamburger, dude. When you
Yeah.
make me a turkey burger, I want it dry as fuck and cooked. Cooked through, because
Yeah,
don't
you
like
got it.
have.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
obviously,
I
you're
want.
not
Let
going
me go.
medium well
How
for
do you want
turkey.
that prepared? Done,
Yeah,
done, fucker. Like, I want you to cut it. It's gray all the way through. Are you fucking stupid?
yeah,
Like, no half stepping here, dickhead. But no, I want it dry. It's like I don't know. Like, I'll
yeah,
go. Red Robin has one, and I love their turkey burger. I will just sit there and be like,
yeah. Well, and
I'm
I'll eat a
sorry,
burger.
what?
Like, when I'm grilling burgers, a lot of times I'll cook them,
Yeah,
well done, basically. But it does because it doesn't bother me because 'cause I'm putting a little mayo or something on
yeah,
it or
yeah.
never ketchup, but mayo, a little mustard, something like
No,
that.
I don't put any of that shit on it, man. It's like, give me a piece of lettuce, a piece of cheese, maybe an onion if you have one, pickles. I love pickles.
Yeah,
That's it, man. I'm just like, and they'll look at me like, you okay? Yeah, why? Because you're not saying anything. I say, I'm enjoying this moment because I know in 10 bites it's gonna be gone and I can't get another one. So as for what is wrong with cow and goes moo. Uh there again, as you get older, you get to that point in your life where your doctor's like, so what kind of family DNA do you have? And I'm like, I have shitty DNA. So I gave up red meat probably 10 years ago just because I never really liked it in the first place. And a lot of people will give shit up and it's cool. Like, I'm gonna quit smoking. They'll quit smoking for a couple weeks and then they'll go back to smoking, or they'll be, I'm gonna give up this, and then I'm not that guy. When I say I'm gonna stop doing something, it's fucking over, bro. I'm riding this bitch out. That's why I wear those stupid ass shoes, because you know,
yeah,
it's like, it's just it. It's just the way my brain is wired. But to that respect, there was an incident in Hawaii where, like, I never was a fan of red meat to begin with. I liked hamburgers, which is cool. Like, to me, the McDonald's double cheeseburger, hold the ketchup, or ketchup and mustard, was like, that was the best thing ever. But cholesterol wise, it's probably not the best thing for you. But we were in Maui, and Haley and I were doing Haley and I things, which was not having a good time, and I was just trying to keep her from killing people. And we were going to have steaks again left because everyone else in the family is a steak eater. That's like you think it's touched by Jesus Christ. You know, it's like, oh, oh my God, the steak is so amazing. It's $100 piece of beef. Are you out of your fucking minds? You know,
Yeah.
I've been around enough people eating steak to just sit there and go, it's a cow. Like,
Yeah.
it's a cow. I mean, we were in a restaurant in Vegas where these guys, I swear to God, there was an angel at the table shitting this stuff out. I've never seen grown ass men this fucking captivated by a piece of beef. Like, oh my God. I have never had that orgasmic food like these guys were having in my life. Maybe the turkey burger, but no, not even close. And I had a shitty chicken quesadilla, the worst chicken quesadilla in my life. Anyway, so I said to Haley, as my mother-in-law was walking in, unbeknownst to me, I'm not eating another fucking steak ever again. And I, you know, and it's, oh shit. And doesn't like it when I say the F word because she found Jesus. And so I, you know, I was like, I'm done, I'm out, never eating, you know, that's it, fuck it. I got up, walked away. Since that minute, I have not eaten another piece of red meat on principle alone.
There you go.
Doctor loves me for it. Because he goes, what kind of no, I don't fucking eat red. Dude, I have a boring life. I don't do caffeine. I don't fucking eat red meat. You know,
Yeah.
I eat pizza because fucking pizza is touched by an angel. You know,
Yeah.
pizza's God's food.
You don't do the things that keep you alive, caffeine and red meat.
No, I like pizza and French fries. That's
Yeah.
it. It's my vice.
We went to eat last night because we had some gift cards from Christmas, and we went to Longhorn Steakhouse. So I'm looking like, hey, we got gift cards. Let's just go crazy. And so I get the filet with the lobster tail. So I'm like, oh yeah, man, filet and lobster tail, can't beat it, right?
Yeah.
I get the lobster tail. It's like this big, dude. Like the meat, they take the meat out of the lobster tail and set it
Yeah.
on top.
It's the two
It's like
bite.
this much meat, right?
Yeah.
Rubbery,
Oh,
rubbery.
shit.
And I was like,
Boing.
damn. And then the filet, it wasn't like a filet that I had. It looked like a cheap piece of meat, and it was okay. I mean, it was all right, but it was not what I was hoping. Now you go to the Japanese place here, and you get the filet and lobster combo. You're going to heaven. You're gonna be like those guys on with the
Yeah.
forks.
Yeah.
The filet is whatever. The filet is just it's a steak, whatever. That lobster with the butter from there. Oh my god.
Fro doesn't need any caffeine. This guy shakes like a shaking like a salt shaker. I mean, I think they wrote that song for Fro. I had to get a steady cam for when he holds the phone, you know, so that it would be okay.
Yeah.
But
Big on chicken. Yeah, dude. I mean, chicken. If I had to choose, if I had to choose between pork, chicken, and beef, and I could only eat one, it would be chicken. I think that's probably my most consumed meat.
yeah,
I love pork as well, but I don't eat it that much. Chicken's probably the number one.
oh for sure, for sure. I
Yeah,
mean, if there's meat for dinner, it's definitely going to be chicken. I mean, you know, that's just rotisserie chicken for the win. Yeah. Now
I love
the real the
rotisserie
real
chicken.
the real catch is when you get a rotisserie chicken, do you just sit down with it in front of you and just or do you debone the whole thing first?
Am I sharing it? If it's just for me, yeah, I'm not deboning it.
You're
I'm just
just
picking it
ripping it
off the
off.
yeah. But if I'm sharing it with people, I will cut the meat off because I don't want to be just ripping chunks off.
Yeah. I mean, even if it's just for me, I still debone it just because
Yeah.
I can't I don't want greasy fingers.
Well, I use a fork.
I don't care. I want to touch it once and then be done with it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh God. Ah.
It is
Snack
good though. Rotisserie chicken is definitely top tier chicken.
One of the happiest moments for Haley was when we were in this summer when we were in Canada. They had snack wraps at McDonald's. She's like, "Oh my God, we got to get a snack wrap." I'm like, "Knock yourself out," because McDonald's
Yeah.
doesn't have 'em anymore, and they suck for it because snack wraps were the shit.
Yeah, snack
Yeah,
wraps are good.
yeah, but
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah, you gotta debone. Yeah. I mean, if you get like 2 of them, you just sit there and do it all at once. Like a lot of the
Yeah.
times I'll rip the chicken legs off and leave those not deboned because I know a lot of people just like to
To
like
eat the
there's
whole
that
leg.
fascination with eating a chicken bone.
Well, what's going on with rotisserie chicken wings? Because those are not the chicken wings we're getting in this when you buy chicken wings. There's
No, they're big
barely
ones.
any there's
Oh, the
barely
little
any meat
wings?
on rotisserie, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there again, I think
Even a turkey, same way.
well, I think obviously there's some hormone chicken stuff going on with like the
Yeah.
chicken wing. So I think that's where all those breasts come from. Because I mean, if you think of those breasts,
Oh,
like when
yeah,
you
they're
go buy a
modified
breast,
heavily,
man, it's like Jesus Christ, this is like a liver.
and that's like, my sister and brother-in-law, they raise chickens, and you could their heart is so enlarged that you could scare them to death.
Really?
You can scare one of those chickens to death.
What does he say? I don't understand the trend of people trying to get steak crispy on the outside while cooking the inside as little as possible. Yeah.
There's a guy I work with, he he wants to heat his steak up on high, 1 minute per side.
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, I will eat a medium rare steak, but that is just too like, my preferred is medium rare, but, like, what he does where it's still, like, blue in the middle, I cannot. No, I
Uh,
can't abide by that."
back when, I would try to make steak for Sue, and
Yeah.
I finally got to the point I was like, "Listen, do me a favor, figure out how to do it on your own." Because like, every time I make you a steak, you're just like, it's not done enough, it's too done." I'm like, I got no
Yeah.
horse in this race, man. Like, it's just shit to me, so figure it out on your own. So now she does, man. She does. She got her own grill, she grills her shit. It's like, I'll come home, I'm like, "Sue had steak." You know,
Yeah.
she get it whenever she wants. She doesn't have to worry about me going, "Oh, you had steak tonight?" I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's the best thing ever. She'll go, and she's only got to buy one steak, so she can get one steak that's amazing. Because she doesn't have to worry about like me wanting any of it. Oh, I got to get two crappy steaks so he can have one. No, she just gets one badass steak.
She gets with the best one, yep.
Yep. Yeah, just hand her a piece of beef jerky and be like, "Here's your steak." Here's this.
Uh,
Kentucky Fried Chicken. Oh God, I hate that place. I hate that place so much.
I haven't had it in so long that I don't even have an opinion on it anymore.
Honestly, if I was gonna go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, I'd be like, I just want the mashed potatoes and gravy and the mac and cheese.
Dude, you know what I get from there? If I do go? Where they put the chicken, popcorn chicken inside the mashed potatoes with a little bit of gravy.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I
yeah,
get.
yeah. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
understand that. We have that new Filipino chicken place here.
Oh,
Um,
dude, the Jollibees or whatever?
Jollibee.
Jollibee?
Yeah, we have. Yeah,
Oh,
we have
dude,
that.
I wanna try it. I wanna try it
So
for
it's
sure.
weird because it's only like chicken legs and thighs.
Really? So
That's it.
dark meat. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm down with
it's just
that
chicken legs and
100%.
thighs. There's no breasts. There's
Yeah.
no wings. They got the most amazing brown gravy ever.
Do they have chicken strips?
I have no idea. All I know
Mm,
is they have hot and spicy or regular, and it's just
yeah.
breasts and legs. And the girls bring it home, and it just sits in the refrigerator until we eat it all. And they
Do
have
you,
rice.
do you do Raising Cane's?
So we have one here, and I
Yeah.
haven't been to it yet. Yeah.
We make our own KFC bowls at home. Hey, that's the classic. Like, "Hey, I want KFC." "We got KFC at home."
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, why not? You probably better.
Yeah.
I mean, probably like making
Yeah.
dude fun. One of the like Haley likes making her own, like making pizza bagels.
Yeah.
So we'll make pizza bagels. And I go, "Let's get the mini bagels." And she goes, "They don't have mini bagels." I go, "Of course they have mini bagels." She's like, "Where?" Walked over in the bread aisle
Yeah.
and go, "Mini bagels." And she's like, "Oh, I didn't." I go, "Yes, but you're always arguing like, dude, I got
Yeah.
20 years on it. I got 25
I've been
years on
been
you. I know
around
a
for
few
a
things."
while. Just trust me. I tell
Like,
them all the time, like, "Hey, listen, I've been doing this a while. Just trust me. For just
yeah,
give me a chance."
yeah, yeah. It's like,
I tried so I hadn't had pizza bagels since I was in high school, and
yeah.
just on a whim, I'm like, they pop up an ad, $1.50 off pizza bagels with our Walmart delivery order. Let's throw it in the dude. I was so disappointed in the way those tasted. They were freaking. They don't taste like anything.
No, they're disgusting. It's
Yeah, and
just
it's like,
just burn the top of
yeah,
your mouth. So to answer Fro's question, my pizza is uh light sauce, if sauce at all. So sometimes I'll just get it no sauce. I know,
yeah,
like Domino's, I'll get no sauce. Um, Mozzarella cheese, ham, onion, and if like banana peppers, if they have them. But
yeah,
that's one of those audibles. Like I don't always, but it's always a cheese, ham, and onion are like the staples. And it's like, do I feel like banana peppers today or do I not? So that's the
yeah.
one variation. But yeah,
Banana
and you know,
pepper are always like if I'm getting a sandwich, banana peppers have to be on there.
yeah, no, I get it. But to me,
Yeah,
it's always like I got to be in the mood. It's like
right.
to me that's a mood food. Like, cause sometimes I just don't want to have, you know, I just want to be numb. I don't want to be in pain. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm simple. Like when it comes to my order, I just want like a sausage pizza. I'm fine with that. Or I actually like veggie pizzas
yeah.
or supreme or whatever. But like all veggie pizzas are good to me. Nobody likes it, so I never get that. So I just get all sausage, and then we have like the pepperoni pizza diplomacy act here. So you cannot order it. There needs to be more pepperoni. If you're gonna order an extra, there needs to be enough pepperoni for everybody
Oh, gotcha.
before you can order something else. Because that's all they mess with, pepperoni or plain cheese.
All right. Well, if we're ever hanging out and you want your supreme pizza, soon you can eat your supreme pizza together because she
Yeah,
loves the supreme pizza. That's her thing.
yeah, supreme pizza's good, man.
Yeah, yeah. I know at what is it? Mellow Mushroom. They make a Hawaiian pizza of some kind.
Yeah.
It has pineapple and shit on it. I don't know what it is, but Haley gets that one. That one's really good. But if it's just
I'll eat
me,
pineapple on pizza,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't care. It's all the same to me. But if it's just me, it's just ham, cheese, and onion, which is basically a ham and cheese sandwich at the end of the day with onion. But it's like that's what I like.
Wait,
Yeah.
do you get sandwiches from restaurant? Like, do you ever Subway?
I don't Subway, no. I haven't brought
Yeah,
a sub. It's funny too, because it's probably the one restaurant I haven't eaten in probably pre-COVID, maybe a couple
yeah,
years outside of COVID. And we have one right across the street from work, and we
yeah,
used to go there, but I don't know. That was one of those things like so McDonald's. We have a McDonald's right down the street. The only thing I'll get at McDonald's is either a French fry, because who doesn't love their French fries,
right,
or
that's the only
the breakfast
McDonald's.
burrito. What's that?
I will eat breakfast burrito. Now, if you're talking breakfast, McDonald's breakfast burrito is good,
Yeah.
but the fries are really the only thing that's good at McDonald's, in my
Yeah. Well,
opinion, on
those are
regular.
the only two things I will get
Yeah.
on the menu at all. Like there's nothing else they make that I want. So
You know what's funny? Basically, I will in breakfast, I almost only eat breakfast burritos,
yeah.
and then for dinner, I'll get a combo with fries, and I really don't care about the burger, I'm worried about the fries.
Yeah. So I just skip all that shit and just get the fries. Um
Yeah, and then I
honestly,
eat the fries on the way home so that they're not cold.
yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah,
Duh.
I like to eat the fries right away because I
Yeah.
like to have them
Oh, you
hot.
have to. Sausage, egg McMuffin, and hash brown. See, Baba, you're Sue, man, dude. Everyone hangs out. It's like Sue's the adventure one. Sue doesn't. It's so funny because Sue will not eat anything weird, but she eats everything programmed. Like so, sausage. She likes sausage biscuits and shit. I'm like, ooh,
Right.
sausage. Gross. Um. Oh, the only other thing I'll get at McDonald's is the oatmeal. So like their breakfast oatmeal is okay.
Yeah,
Sue will buy that
dude.
for me when she stops because I eat oatmeal for breakfast. So
Yeah. I love me and Cassie both love oatmeal, so when we go to Village Inn, we're gonna get the VIB breakfast or whatever so you can pick all your things, but we're there for the oatmeal. Like, that's
nice.
really the oatmeal with a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of butter,
Yeah.
and it's legit. I love oatmeal.
Yeah. So like breakfast is like if I can hit breakfast, I'm cool for the day. Like
Yeah.
I won't eat anything else for the rest of the day until dinner time. But like at Dunkin' Donuts, I just get the egg and cheese snack wrap or whatever the hell it is. So it's just a little
Yeah.
tortilla with a half an egg and a piece of cheese in it. And then the other one I like is Wendy's breakfast because you can get an egg and cheese biscuit. Because I
Hmm.
really don't do the meat. I'm not a meat guy.
Right. Yeah.
So I'll just get the egg and cheese biscuits. Oh my god, they're fabulous. Oh, and then they have their French toast sticks.
Oh, I hate the
Yeah.
French toast sticks. I
See, but I don't
tried.
use
I've tried with them, but
I like them, but I don't use the syrup. So I
that's
just eat
the syrups over. Like they are so they're so sweet. Like
yes.
just the things without the syrup.
Yeah,
That's
that's why I
why.
don't
That's why I
yeah.
don't like them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use the syrup. I just eat the sticks and it's like, "Oh, these are
Yeah.
cool." But those not that often cuz but
uh,
Wendy's also has biscuits and gravy.
yeah.
So, it's like, ooh, biscuits and gravy would be nice. Yeah. So
Biscuits and gravy, dude. I love Hardee's too.
we
That's
don't have
kind of
any.
like one of our local things around here. They do their biscuits are legit. Their
Yeah.
biscuits are really good.
We don't have any
They're like
Hardee's anymore.
for dinner. Don't even think about going there. Only go for breakfast. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
rest
yeah.
of the time, it's not good. It's just I don't
No.
know. They got this. They really should close at noon. Like just be
Right.
open for breakfast. You do this very well. This stuff, I'm never going to eat any of this stuff that you guys make.
Yeah. Well, that's it, yeah. I mean, it's like a lot of these restaurants I look at and I go, oh, there's nothing like who's eating here, you know?
No.
And then I go, like, I mean, listen, you go to Chick-fil-A, whatever you want to give me.
Yeah.
Just give me something off the menu. I don't care. Just hand me something. Um,
And he's gonna be midnight snacking.
yeah, so I
100%
gotta go
because
make a run for it.
he's probably
Um,
at work right now too.
yeah. Um, Hardee's is the Midwest East, yeah, version of
Well,
Carl's Jr., right? Yeah.
they say that, and it is for dinner, but Carl's Jr. does not do breakfast like Hardee's, not
Yeah.
even close.
We used
And
to
then
have a
Carl's
Hardee's.
Jr.
We don't have
also
that
have those
anymore.
they have those nasty tacos that they deep fry. Horrible.
Dean had me a max out, dude. I tell you what, they do the ribs. Oh, they do the Hawaiian ribs there, man. Oh God. Oh, it's
Oh,
so good.
he's cleaning a kitchen that's closed to him.
Yeah, yeah,
He'll
yeah.
be
That's
extra hungry.
yeah, yeah. Dude, and the other thing that's really good about the Hawaiian place is they do like I love steamed cabbage. Like I could eat like Korean or Japanese or Chinese cabbage, like steamed cabbage. Like, oh my God,
Yeah,
yeah. Give me like just ugh. Um, it's so good. I don't know why, because it has no flavor, but it to me, it's just like the
I
best
like
thing in the
like an
world.
egg roll. Put an egg roll, I'm down, man. Or a spring roll.
All right,
Yeah.
skip the egg roll. Just give me the cabbage. um, Jack in the Box. That's Haley, bro.
Oh yeah, that's where they do the nasty tacos. Is the Jack in the
Yeah, those
Box.
tacos are nasty. It's funny too. Even like Taco Bell, that's I'll have Taco Bell maybe 3 times a year,
Yeah,
just because, and it's just chicken hard tacos and a bean burrito. Like literally, my order is the same. So, what do you want? Two
yeah.
chicken hard tacos and a bean burrito with
If
hot
I
sauce.
go to Taco Bell, I have to get the chalupa.
I
I
don't.
like the chicken chalupas, but I like the like it. I don't care really. I don't want the beef inside. I really don't like their beef,
Yeah.
but
Oh, it's
like
gross.
the steak or the chicken in the chalupa wrap. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah. Let's talk dessert.
Yeah. Well, listen, like, so I eat Subway maybe twice a year.
Yeah.
I just get a weird craving, and here's my order. It's gonna like people are gonna think it's nasty. I like the Subway tuna fish
Yeah.
sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't know why, but it just tastes good. So I get the tuna fish sandwich on white, or wheat. Their wheat they changed the wheat up or something.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not
It's not
what it
good
used to be.
anymore.
So then I get like pepper jack cheese,
Nice.
not definitely not toasted.
No.
A little bit of lettuce, um, definitely banana peppers, jalapeno peppers, green peppers, no onions, a little bit of salt and pepper. Boom.
Yeah. See, I love
That
lettuce. So like when I go to Jimmy John or not Jimmy John's, is it Jimmy John's? Yeah, the
Yeah,
sandwich place, Jimmy John's. I'll
freaky
get the
fast. Yeah,
turkey. I'll get the turkey sandwich, and I always go ask for extra lettuce.
right.
And I don't know if they're counting by the leaf or whatever it is, but like almost never does it come with extra lettuce. And I'll be like, "Did you ask for extra lettuce?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I
They're like,
don't think that they minus stuff even. Like Jimmy John's just does it one way,
"All right."
and you just get this sandwich no matter what.
Well, because I'll ask for no mayo. I'm like, "No mayo,
Right.
extra lettuce. That's it. That's all you got to do." And it'll come in, and I'll be like, "God damn it! I just like,
Yeah, just a little bit extra.
can I just order a sandwich with lettuce in it? I mean, what are you gonna give me then? I mean,
Mhm.
it
I do
sucks.
like their lettuce because it's extra shredded too. Jimmy
Yes, that's
John's
why I
versus
want
the other place.
extra lettuce, 'cause I
Yeah.
like lettuce. It's like, "Could you give me a turkey sandwich minus the turkey? Just extra lettuce? Could you just fill it up with
Dude, they
lettuce?"
do they do the veggies too. Like, I've had the veggie sandwich from there, and let me tell you, because like, at work, we'll just order a big tray when people are there, and I ended up with the veggie. Dude, the veggie's legit.
Yeah. Y'all act like I got time to do fun stuff like leave and go eat something good somewhere else.
Exactly. He's lucky to get a turkey sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, we get there Thursday early, so, it's like the only way something like that could happen is if someone picks us up at the airport and literally drives us to some place where they want
Yeah,
us to be, and then it's like before we make contact, which we've done before. Sometimes we'll get Mike to pick us up,
yeah.
and because he lives there, and go tool around and do some shit. A lot of the times Brian drove, so he'll just come pick us up at the airport, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah.
Um, and we'll just hang out with the dogs and do stupid shit. But yeah. I know we didn't get to talk about movies, but man, I watched a ton of movies.
Did you? I
Yeah.
watched only one thing, and I only side watched it. Cassie watched the whole thing of Beef on, like, a Sunday, New Year's Eve.
Really?
Or no, New Year's Day, cause she told me before, she's like, "Hey, listen, New Year's Day, I ain't doing nothing, bro. Like, I'm sitting on this couch, don't ask me for nothing." I was like, "Hey, fair enough. Thanks for the warning." So she just sit there and marathoned it, and I was doing stuff, but I kept catching it, and
What
it
was
was
it?
pretty good. Beef on Netflix.
Oh,
It's,
I didn't.
this chick, it's got the dude from Walking Dead, the Asian dude, that
Mhm.
got killed,
Right.
and this chick has a road rage incident, and
Oh,
it's basically the story. It's a limited series of like 4 or 5 episodes,
yeah.
and they're just, like, escalating what's going on between them, and it's
Oh,
just
oh, so it's actually like beef, like
they,
fighting.
like, got beef with each other, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So Fro just said still got to watch Monarch tonight, and I'm with him on that. I still got to watch my Monarch tonight too. But I'll say this about Monarch: the two Asian stars that are in it, the girl and the boy,
Yeah.
they could not find two shittier actors. These two people are the worst. Like they are killing it for me because they suck so bad. I mean, it's like I mean, if it's the director making them act that way, cool. But if it's not, these guys are shitheads, man. Like everything.
That's
They're
the
like,
Apple TV one?
huh?
It's on Apple TV?
Yeah, it's a Godzilla one. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But they're so bad. Their acting sucks. I mean, it's just trash. I hate them. I hate it. Every scene they're in. I'm just like, ugh, whiny little dicks. Like you just dad didn't do this for.
Oh, have you seen God, we just went and seen something. The Wonka.
Oh no, I have not.
We went and seen Wonka,
How was
the
it?
prequel.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was I guess Wonka kinda is a little bit of a musical,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So, I think it matched with the beginning. It's probably 10% musical, so it's mostly a movie, but there's 10%, so I wasn't expecting that, but I thought it was pretty good.
Mhm.
It's a lot better than the one Johnny Depp did.
Yeah.
Not as good as the original, but still a good movie.
And Andy's making jokes. It's kind of funny.
Oh,
But no, like
Yeah, that's funny.
Dude, there was a ton of movies. Like I watched so here's the rundown. I watched The Creator, which is the one where they're trying to save the little robot girl. Nicolas Cage did a movie. I don't remember what it was called. All I know is it was on Hulu and I wanted to see it. He's like an assassin that his daughter find, and it was stupid. It was the
Oh,
stupidest
I
one
think
I ever
Cassie
found.
watched that. I think Cassie
Yeah.
watched it.
Yeah, it was terrible. I laughed. I watched Shazam! Fury of the Gods, which is the latest
The
Shazam
second
movie.
one,
Yeah, the second one.
was it horrible?
Oh god, I laughed through the whole thing because it was just so bad,
Yeah.
and you're just like, "God, really? They got paid for this?" Like, oh my god. I watched that Mark Wahlberg Family Plan, which I think we talked about. I don't know if we talked about that or
Yeah,
not, but I watched that. There it was fine, you know.
right.
The Kandahar was on. That's the
Never
one
heard
with
that.
the I can't think of his name, and yeah. Anyways, it was a desert movie with guns, and then I watched the new Netflix Rebel Moon.
What, was that good?
No,
Oh, good. Because
no.
it was so hyped, and I was like, it doesn't look like a movie I'd like anyways. So
Yeah.
now I just
Well,
don't
so
even.
here's how I look at it: is part two is going to come out in April. Depending on how part two goes,
Yeah,
part one, it's one of those things where part one could be so much better if part two is what it needs to be. Okay. Because like
yeah,
the last 15 minutes of part one was great. Okay, because we finally got to the point. Because
yeah.
the first part of the movie is just kind of explaining everything, one of those things. So that's
Dune?
why, huh?
Is
Yeah.
it like Dune?
No, no. No, they don't do in your ass on this one. They end
Yeah,
it and then they have a little twist. And you're like, oh wow, okay, cool. Well, part two will be good. Um, but that was the problem with part one is that it was just like explaining. It was getting to this point. They had to get to this point. It had potential, but wasn't great. Exactly, and I feel like Rebel Moon could be like we could forgive part one if part two comes out and just both blasters, um, and just goes to town. Um, it's gonna be a Schneider cut.
why don't they just make the Snyder cuts to begin with? Let's just.
Yeah, I don't know, but Shazam was stupid beyond
Yeah.
belief. Um,
The first one I thought was funny. It's a stupid
and there
movie.
again, that's what this is. It's just stupid
Yeah,
fun. Like
yeah,
the dude, the Shazam kid was like, bro, because he's with the God woman, and it
yeah,
was funny because it's basically the mom from Fast and Furious. He goes, I got something that you ain't got. I've seen all Fast and Furious, and the one thing that's most important in that is family. And the family was supposed to come down, and it never did. And he's like,
yeah.
family? Come on, guys, really? Family? And I'm just sitting there. To me, I'm laughing because I'm like, oh, that's the mom. Haha,
Yeah.
I get the joke. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, it was a lot of that.
Shazam was a lot cooler when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because they had the show from the 70s, I think it was, the Shazam, and I'd catch it on reruns, so I loved Shazam then, but now it's just.
Yeah. But no, Kandahar was okay. Oh, and then I watched the submarine movie. Shit. That had the same guy from Kandahar in it. Yeah, I forgot about that. I mean, there again, it was one of those things where it was like every movie that was I sat down and watched them all.
So, that begs the question, what are we watching for next week?
So I actually saw something on here that looked pretty good.
Oh, man, good.
Maybe. All right, I gotta come back to that. Hold on. Where's it at? Oh, Netflix is kind of. I think it was like called Bitcoined or Bitconned.
Oh, I'm down for that.
It's like a video. God, I hate Netflix's new app. It's so stupid. Yeah, I think it's called Bitconned.
Bitcoin. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a act. It's a movie slash documentary kind of thing,
Yeah.
and it's only one episode.
Perfect.
It's like an hour and 43 minutes, which is
I
like,
feel like documentaries are usually a pretty safe bet for us. We've watched a few bad ones, but
I think this is gonna be a bad one because it's only
yeah.
an hour and 43 minutes, but what the hell?
I think even a bad documentary is sometimes better than a mediocre movie.
Yeah, yeah, because I've seen a lot of
It just
mediocre
yeah,
movies.
yeah. We've reviewed a lot of mediocre movies.
Yeah.
We may have reviewed more bad movies than mediocre, who knows?
The out of the list, the movie The Creator was probably the best movie out of that. I think it's
Yeah,
on Hulu now. You can watch it or some shit like that. Um, it was the most well done movie out of the group. Uh, my biggest complaint with it was the there again, for whatever reason, the US, it was weird because we were the bad guys. The USA was the bad guys.
yeah.
We were trying to kill all the robots all over the planet because they let off a nuclear bomb. And as it turns out, it really wasn't even them that set off the nuclear bomb. It was like an accounting error or some shit like that by like a human, but they blamed it on the robots. So,
Sounds about right.
the USA was just running amok all over Asia trying to kill all the robots and stuff. And it was like,
Yeah.
why would we do that? To me, that was
Yeah,
one part of the story where I was like, I get it. Like I get,
yeah.
if you're not on my team, you suck, but I don't know that that would happen that way.
Yeah, there's a video game that's like that. I think it's not Frontline, but anyways, the whole way through the game, you're in Dubai, you're an American, like a Marine unit, you're going
Yeah.
through trying to kill the bad guys. There's several points at which like you napalm a bunch of innocents,
Oh, nice.
literally napalm them, uh, and you go through the whole game, and then you realize you're the terrorist.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
else was trying to live,
Right.
and you came in because you had the leader of the guy you play, is like a mental case, and it
Right.
flashes back through all your decisions because it gives you this like, you can go through this game and not kill all these people if
Right.
you
But
choose
do it
to do so.
anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm in here, I'm shooting everybody. They're all bad
Right.
guys."
And
Yeah,
that was this movie. Honestly, that was this movie. 100% this movie because they were literally just like they were killing everyone to kill these robots. And
yeah.
if you were a friend of a robot, they were killing you. And it was like,
Oh, so this is full on
oh, it was funny too
Nazi
because and then the guy that has to solve it all was another American. So it was like, you know, it was like, what the hell is going on? Like this is so crazy. Um, so I mean, there again, it was a neat story, but I think we've seen it before.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah, it was just kind of weird. And but it was the best movie as far as like the story was good, the effects were good, the acting was good. Um,
yeah,
just because I didn't necessarily get the jive, but I get it. There's always got to be a good guy and a bad guy. That's what makes the storyline work.
right.
It was just like, you don't really ever want to see your team be the bad guy, but it's
Yeah,
weird
sometimes
because your team. Well, the funny part was it was your team is the good guy and the bad guy. So you're like, I
yeah.
don't even know where I stand on this. I mean,
I'm so
like
confused. Yeah,
it is, yeah, it was because it was very confusing because it was like, okay, so wait a minute, like who's like, okay, what the hell? Anyways, but yeah, so but good movie. I mean, I guess sure, why not? I'll never watch it again because I've seen it once, so I'm good.
know
It
what
really,
happens.
it didn't have enough to draw you in to want to watch it. Like, oh my god, I got to see that again. I got to see what really happened there. No, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh well, that's it. So we'll watch that and we'll talk about some other cool stuff that happened throughout the week. That's Side Jag. Thanks for
Yeah,
watching.
Bitcoin. We'll see you next week.